And welcome on in, everyone. The Behind the Counter podcast is live here on Insane Games TV. We're back at it. And yes, we do still hate Spectrum after last week's fumble and complete disaster of us trying to make the big announcement here on Insane Games TV. And Mike and I will recap that a little bit later here in the program. We're going to talk a little bit about that, talk a little bit about some of the changes here at the channel throughout the next couple weeks, break down a little fantasy football, and of course some topics in and out and around the store and the channel. Hope everyone's having a great Monday the October 19th. We are live here at the soon-to-move Insane Games here in the Wilton Mall as we move forward to some new stuff that's coming ahead. So Mike, you and I were, and Dave, were supposed to make the big announcement last week, and obviously our internet, we
still made the announcement, but
I think it's safe to say
it wasn't a very spectacular one due to Spectrum.
Whoa. What just flagged up on a notification here on my phone, Unsolved Mysteries Volume 2 just came out on Netflix today.
Definitely check that out.
Did we ever talk about that?
I only saw really in deep analysis the first episode. The other ones I watched when I was falling asleep.
I think the first one is probably the one that has the most talk about stuff after. Is the fact that the guy, did he really jump off the roof or did he really get?
It was an interesting one. There was a perfect hole in the ceiling the size of the body that fell through.
Hang on, I'm gonna check right now. I'm gonna log because I'm curious to see what they did for Unsolved Mysteries here. And of course, I watched it right when it came out.
But they don't have that one dude's voice, so I'm not interested. Do you remember that old guy?
Unsolved Mysteries. You gonna play him? You gonna play the sound? They're really making them quick.
Sure
Didn't the first volume just come out? Yep. Unsolved Mysteries.
It's Robert Stack.
They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6 of them.
Volume on it? No. This laptop doesn't have any.
So the first one is police find the body of former White House aide Jack Wheeler in a landfill. Security footage captures strange events in the days leading up to his death. Probably a good one. Second one, the death in...
Don't spoil it.
Oh, no, I'm just reading the information.
That's a spoiler.
What do you mean it's a spoiler? It's
they give you a whole recap of the story.
You don't read the info before you watch it?
I read the title, really.
It doesn't tell you. First of all, it doesn't tell you at all.
Only psychopaths read those first before they watch the episode.
Not really. After checking in at a luxury hotel with no ID or credit card, a woman dies from a gunshot. Years later, her identity and death remain a mystery. That's probably a good one. As long as they don't do any of the sci-fi ones. Death Row Fugitive, given a furlough.
You don't like the alien UFO
it's
ones?
Stupid. Like,
I believe that once they do those ones, they kind of aren't believable anymore. But
given the furlough to go Christmas shopping in 1973, a convicted killer escapes. Police have come close to apprehending him, but believe he's still at large. Okay, that's a good one. Am I wrong? The fourth one. Well, I don't want to watch it. I didn't even hit it.
Come on, Dan.
Okay, make me go from this way now. It just gets annoying. Going back and forth between. So the fourth one is Tsunami Spirits. A massive earthquake and tsunami devastates Japan in March of 2011. Residents share stories of the spirits they encountered in the wake of the disaster. Not interested. That's when I skip over.
That's the kind that Dan doesn't like.
Right. Lady in the Lake. On an icy night, police find Joanne Romain's abandoned car and assume she drowned in a nearby lake of suicide, but her family suspects foul play. That could be a good one. And the last one, Stolen Kids. In May and August 1989, 2 toddlers vanished from the same...
2 Tylers?
2 toddlers vanished.
Same thing. Come on.
Vanished from the same New York City park. A search turned up nothing, but their families haven't given up hope. Okay, that could be interesting. I think it's definitely a better season than the Volume 1. The Volume 1 had like a 4 or 5 weird ones.
Yeah, I didn't like some of them. They weren't ones that were attention grabbers, I guess.
But they're freaking coming out quick with them. Volume 1 just came out like what?
Do you see the other seasons of the old one? They have like
Tom and I
100
used to watch.
episodes a season.
Are you
and they
playing
have like 5
it?
seasons. I tried to. There's no volume on this thing. It's a shame. Say, me and Zach cracked out like 100 episodes of that. The Voice. I'm not sure if it's the same song that oh yeah, there you go.
If you're home by yourself watching this, is that not freaky music?
Just from the song itself. Just music.
And another episode of Unsolved Mysteries. Is he actually talking this one?
Who's in chat?
Who put the ninja in the refrigerator?
Another unsolved mystery.
Hang on, I get the voice on
This program is about unsolved mysteries, whenever possible. That one vital piece of information. This season we're introducing a new toll-free.
That guy's a goddamn legend.
Operators are standing by, so join me. You may be able to help solve a
Oh
mystery.
shit, the game's going on live right now.
What game?
The Bills Chiefs started at 5.
They still got a game playing today?
They have 2. It's Monday.
So,
It's football night in America. What
oh,
are you
that's right.
talking
Well, I
about?
think it's Monday. I don't know. I remember that was Tuesday. But yeah, so that, I just ironically just got that notification that Volume 2 of Unsolved Mysteries coming out. Bunny, hi, hello, welcome to the program. Hope you're having a great day. Just talking about a little surprise. Then I mean, here I was saying to myself yesterday, I need something cool to start watching, and I don't know how many episodes. I mean, I count about 5 good ones there.
I watched the Haunting of Bly House. That was number 1 on.
Is it really that good?
It was good. It was way too much talking, and it gets super emotional for when you're wanting a scary show. But it did have a pretty good story, I will say.
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean it gets a little? Is it scary?
There's just way too much filler between stuff. They focused on the people's stories too much. There's a love story.
I guess I don't know what it's about.
Let me see. How can I? Well, there's obviously a house, a manor, and when people die in it, they don't die all the way. Their spirit remains.
Okay, so this is like
It's
American
kinda like
Horror
in the
Story.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's a different version.
What do you mean it's a different version?
Well, it's not American Horror Story, but it's a story that's similar.
The copycat, really?
Hmm.
Am I wrong?
Somewhat. It's not the same. Wasn't the same.
Whatever.
But the premises. That's like saying 2 zombie movies are the copycat of each other, essentially. Just because they include zombies.
I guess. So last week we had the big announcement. Are you playing with your chair? Are
I
you
don't
like
this
uncomfortable?
chair. Yeah, this is bullshit.
What's
Because
bullshit?
every week you give me this fucking stupid chair after we had the nice chair.
First off, the
couple
other
ones.
chair is like it's a foot off the ground. It's like low man Mike down here.
What's
Hey
wrong with
guys,
that?
I'm Mike down
That's where
here.
you are right now.
Not
now
really.
I'm just all up super high.
And then drop it down a little bit. You have the luxury of controlling your height.
I could do that on the other chair.
No,
as
you
well.
couldn't. You couldn't go any higher than I'm low
This
man
is
Mike
outrageous.
down here.
That's outrageous. Let's hurry this up so I can get out of this stupid chair.
So last week we had the big announcement that we're gonna do. Obviously, it's been put all over Facebook the last couple of days, and we're moving down into the other side of the mall in the old Victoria's Secret. Not just one, but 2 locations. Both of them, Victoria's Secret had 2 locations. We're gonna have the store in one, and then we're gonna have the Insane Game TV in the other. We had this big announcement all set last week, ready to go, and we sent out the back call to people. Hey, check this out, do this, and everything. And then Spectrum just completely broke.
And then Dan's tears were so thick. Should have seen him crying behind the scenes before we got.
But was it
live.
not, Mike, a reasonable?
Not for tears.
I wasn't
Maybe
crying.
for anger.
I
But
certainly
the
wasn't
tears
crying.
were certainly real.
Well, they weren't. I was definitely pretty pissed off about it. Spectrum is once again just like not working. So then we had. So then it gets better. Okay. So on top of the internet just crapping out a week before, or a day, like hour before we made the announcement, we call them and they're supposed to come out the next day. 8 o'clock appointment. So Dan's got to now get down here at 8 o'clock, which means I got to wake up at 6:30. I got to be out the door by 7:20 to grab my soda at McDonald's.
Why didn't you tell them not 8 o'clock?
Because it's the only time they had available.
They didn't have 8:30 or 9
That's
available?
not quite how it works. They give you, we'll be there between 8 and 9. And then what time did you call me? 7:50. Oh, no. That was the next day. So the first day, he didn't even come.
Wow.
Didn't even come. Oh, the classic, we tried to call you. No, you didn't. You didn't try to call me. Like,
Are you sure you didn't have a missed
there's
phone
no
call?
calls here.
You didn't have a missed phone call?
No, that's not how that works.
Find that hard to believe.
So, they end up coming at 12. Okay?
Coming?
Looks in, puts it in, sets it up. Wow, this is weird. I've never seen it. Oh, we don't know what this is. I've never seen it. I've been here 9 years and never seen anything like it. Switched out the modem. Switched out this. Checked this cable, put this... Guy number 1 goes, oh, there needs to be a filter on this. Oh, okay. So he puts a filter on the end of the cable, right? That's guy number 1 on day 1. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I can't figure it out. There might be an outage in the area. Go by all day, nothing. So I call, no outage. Okay. So now, can I have a supervisor come out here tomorrow? I'll go, they go, we'll dispatch another person. Well, that's great. What's this person going to do that the other guy couldn't do today? Can we send out like a supervisor? Like, obviously there needs to be some handy-dandy, important people that have the yellow vest on with, say, Spectrum that need to come in and take a look at this. Because just sending out one guy isn't doing anything. So they send out one guy, and he walks in and goes, yeah, he goes, yeah, I don't know what he couldn't figure out, but we should, I go, yeah, he said he couldn't figure it out. Goes, yeah, I don't know about that. We'll take a look at it. It's in here maybe 2 minutes. That's weird. It's not this guy doing it. That's weird, because I don't know what this filter thing is. We're taking that right off. Guys, so the guy number 2 on day number 2 took the filter off. That guy number 1 on day number 1 put on. And so then now an on-site supervisor comes out. Now there are 2 guys back here trying to figure it out, and they end up coming to the conclusion, well, it's something broken in the line that's coming into the mall. So give us a day or 2, we should be able to get it fixed for you. I mean, boy, we really broke the internet then, didn't we? If nothing's working here. And
maybe a mouse chewed the line or something.
So later that day, a 4th guy comes down, and he goes, "Oh yeah, some guy's house down the road. The internet was chattering, and it's causing some chatter up the stream. But we should be good to go now." And of course, we check all the way to 40 for the upload, going around to 700 on the download. So we're back to normal. Long story short, apparently some house down the road, I don't know what he was doing with his internet. I find it hard to believe one house can cause disruption.
That sounds like a lot.
All the way through the entire line of people and all the businesses up here in and around the Wilton Mall. But nonetheless,
Dan looks stupid once again.
Here we are.
Come on.
Nonetheless, here we are with another episode to talk about exactly what happened last week. And, we made the announcement. A lot of people tuned in at the start of it. They got screwed up. And then, of course, we just posted it on Facebook and Instagram. And now the word's kind of out. We got some signs up down the hall.
Been painting away in there.
We've been painting away. It's looking pretty good. I think we'll post a sneak photo.
There'll be no sneak photos, Dan.
Why not?
It's not showing anybody until it's complete.
I think we can sneak out a photo here and there, so people
You've
can
been dying to get a photo. It's nowhere near photo ready, boy. You keep your fucking camera holstered.
Don't ever say that. Apologize.
I will not. If I see your phone, I'm gonna smack it. Now you apologize for attempting
Absolutely
to
not.
give out a sneak peek before it's ready.
So we have been we've been over there painting. Got some posters out front that shows that we're going there. So everything's looking good there, and once we get painting, we got a lot of work to do. We got to start moving over storage units, start taking down the store. We got some more painting to do. We haven't even touched the Insane Games TV part of it yet, but we should be getting over there relatively soon.
It shouldn't be too hard.
No.
We got Tom.
My name's Tom. And he's over there right now painting. And we gotta get. We gotta get to. Do you want to explain where this came from?
It's alright.
Well,
It's just the Jesse and James, but we're.
But is that really a saying that you? Is that just something you made
Not
up?
the Tom part.
No, the Jesse James part.
No, that's from Pokemon.
But where does the James slogan come from?
The Jesse and then James.
So who says that?
James.
What's he from?
Pokemon.
There's a Jesse James in Pokemon?
There's a Jesse and then there's a James. They introduce themselves. They say Jesse, and then the other guy comes in and he goes, James.
Is that like on the cartoon?
If you would pull it up, I sent it to you the first time James Robinson was taking them cheeks in fantasy.
So if I go to if I type in Pokemon here and I type in Jesse and James,
should pop right up. And then you've been saying Tom's name like that, and he's been getting wildly upset about it for some odd reason. It's not really offensive.
Is this it?
You've never seen this before?
Do you really think I have?
You had Pokemon cards.
That's the first time I've heard it. So Mike's picked up. So Mike has Jesse. What's it? Jesse Robinson or James Robinson on fantasy football. And he's been walking around for like probably 4 weeks now going, James. And I have James Conner, so I've been doing it as well. And then all of a sudden Tom was running his mouth one night. And I just go, okay, my name's Tom. And now I laugh every time I do it. My name's Tom.
He left the Xbox party last night. He got
Very absurd.
very angry by it.
So that's a classic. He does actually say it though in the Pokemon intro. James.
That's where it came from.
Did you actually think I watched the Pokemon cartoon?
At least an episode.
I had better things to do in my life than watch
When you were
fucking
12?
cartoons.
When you were
Cartoons.
12?
I hate cartoons. In fact, that's got to go on
Well,
the
that's
damn
part of the
shit
reason why you
list.
have no soul.
I
part of it.
despise cartoons.
Why you're so dry all the time.
Absurd.
Gotta let a little animation station.
Did you take
into
my
your
pen
soul.
after you drew this on my board?
Maybe.
So I can write down, I gotta add that to the shit list.
What?
Cartoons. Really?
You spelled cartoons wrong, you fool.
Cartoons. So no, I don't watch cartoons, Mike. I despise cartoons. So I'm baffled as to why you even thought I would watch Pokemon. Jesse James. I think there's a guy I do know called Jesse James.
Well, yeah, that guy is,
Jesse.
that's like a famous guy from the Western
No,
times.
it's another guy, Jesse James.
Jesse Jackson?
Oh, that's who it is.
The singer?
He's also on the shit list.
The singer?
No, the local Jesse Jackson. What?
I don't even know the man.
You don't want to know the man. By far one of the biggest greaseballs I've ever seen.
I'll have to take your word for it.
So as we get talking about the new location and the stuff that we're doing, some of the schedules throughout the week may or may not be changing a little bit. Of some shows being on and off as we are.
Wetro's has just been canceled for multiple
Mike.
weeks. And I'm not sure if it's going to be continuing anytime.
Why is that?
Because it's not getting the respect it deserves, nor requires...
You've been painting the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
First off, you didn't stream this past week because we broke the internet.
We had multiple reschedules
What?
scheduled for it as
What?
well, and you shit on them each time.
Not really.
We were supposed to do it Thursday. No one wanted to do it.
No,
one
you
cared.
came down and rather paint
No
Thursday.
one cared to do Wetro.
You rather.
Not to
paint-
mention the Dream Team is also getting fucked in this process.
That's Tom.
But Wetro, That's done.
I don't think so.
Maybe I'll keep doing the Dream Team, but we're done with Wetro after the
Because
respective
you
what?
could have done it Friday night. You could have done it Saturday night. I wanted to do an extra long Saturday.
I said from 5 to 7, Dan, which
When?
is my scheduled program's time. You want
No,
to
you
stick
didn't.
me on from like 3 to 4, from 7 to 9.
You sat here on
When it's
Friday
convenient for you.
and you said we will do a
Well,
longer.
guess what?
I don't mind.
It's not
I don't
convenient
mind
for
doing
me.
a late night stream tomorrow. That sounds cool.
Yeah, normal time.
5 to 7 on a late night stream.
That's when I do my streams, Dan.
7 to
And
9.
you know
I
that,
would
but
consider
you're
a
trying
late
to
night
weasel
stream.
me.
Really, late night's like 9 to midnight.
That might be so, but that's not what we agreed to.
But you came in and you said this. You said that, and you came in on Saturday and said, nope, not interested.
Yeah, after you offered me a time when it was convenient for you, not my scheduled time. That's fine. We don't need to get angry about it. I just won't do it anymore.
I'm certainly not angry about it. How do I spell cartoons wrong here?
No, you didn't. You spelled it right. I was trolling you. But I'm not doing Wetro anymore.
Yeah, you are. It'll be back on this Wednesday.
That's what you think.
I do think that.
Maybe I'll feel like doing it a different
You'll
day.
light your fucking candle and you'll sit your ass down and you'll play whatever it's called, Fright Fest or whatever month it is for Halloween, and you'll do spooky Resident Evil.
Nope, I'm just
And
gonna
you'll enjoy it.
I'll just do just chatting, and I'll just sit there for 2 hours straight doing nothing until my time's up.
You could not sit there for 2 hours and do nothing.
I'll just sleep. If you want to watch that, me sleeping for 2 hours. That's about how much Wetro's cared about.
Not really. I allowed you to
I
come in
might as
last
well
Friday and do it.
just
You didn't
sleep.
want to do it from 3 to 5.
I don't do it to bend around other people's times. I do 5 to 7.
How are you bending around other
I do
people's
prime
time?
5 to 7, boy. And I just snuck in for 45 minutes when you can fit me in.
I think you're completely overstating and over-exaggerating the sense of the
Nope.
problem.
Like I said, I'll just
You were painting.
not do it anymore. And then there's nothing to be upset about.
I don't know. So we will be some schedules may be changed throughout the week as we are getting some work done over at the other spot, as it may or may not involve, little load here in St. Games and just you, me, and Dave. And while we can't be, we're trying to get that done so we can stream down there. Sometimes we gotta be the greater the good and take a break from streaming. You'll get that done and move on from there.
As long as it's Wetro that's taking the break.
So we didn't talk about it all last week. Fantasy football. Are we gonna address what's going on in fantasy football? Trades getting vetoed.
There's not much to say.
What do you
on
mean?
it.
There's not much to say.
There's not much to say on it other than what a shame. And
Yeah,
that
Tom and Rizzo's trade, they got vetoed off the bat.
No, it lasted 24 hours.
But then it was a classic. It got vetoed at like 9 o'clock at night.
So someone was
3
salty,
hours
a troll.
before it would have won through. Someone was definitely trolling.
We know the prime suspects. You're on the list as well.
No, right. So if you had to name 4 people that you think vetoed, who vetoed?
Don't put me through this, Dan, because it's you on the top.
I'll give my 4.
It's you, Tyler, Austin, and Rizzo vetoed his own.
That's your 4.
Yep.
Mine is Tyler, Austin. Jeremy's already admitted that he vetoed it.
As of you.
Well, no, as I believe he told Tom that he vetoed it. And I think Dave Rizzo vetoed his own trade, so he can try to get a better deal. But I have zero interest in that Tom trade. And then right after that, the Nico and Dave Rizzo trade just got vetoed out of spite from the sounds of it, and people just vetoing
Look
it.
at your face. You can't even
What do you
keep a
mean?
straight face talking about it.
Because it
It
clearly
is what it is.
that trade got vetoed almost hours after the Rizzo Tom trade got vetoed.
How, for what
A
reason?
lot of people obviously just got pissed off and hit the veto button. Am I wrong?
A lot of people.
Again, I have nothing to do with either trade. It doesn't impact me either way.
That's why it made it all the more worse when you vetoed it. You piece of shit. No reason to do it.
But now we have this problem
You
where now
veto and then you send this 100-word paragraph into the league saying, denouncing the thing you did.
I didn't do anything. But
Pure scum.
The reality is, it's
We're not
setting
gonna
up for
discuss fantasy if you can't admit to what you've done.
I didn't
man.
veto it. The reality
Yes, you
is,
did.
the reality is now you have people that are despite vetoing. Not good.
I could pull up evidence if you'd like. Dan vetoed Nico's trade, and I think he vetoed Tom's.
Nope.
I know he vetoed.
I
Tom's.
know who vetoed it. Tyler and all. Who are they trying to fool by saying they didn't veto it?
They're just saying the same thing you're saying.
I have nothing to gain.
You're
by
getting
it.
mad about them doing it, but you're doing the same thing.
Nope. Why would I veto it?
Spite? The league has seen worse.
It has seen worse. You're definitely right on that one. I certainly did not veto it. I think you trying to cast blame on me probably shows that you
I haven't vetoed a trade in years.
Let's be honest with you. Really?
Really?
I can think about probably
I could
3
say
trades
that.
last year.
With my hand on the Bible.
Yay!
We'll bring one in and we'll see if you do the same. I could put my hand on the Bible in court and say I haven't vetoed a trade.
Absolutely.
In the last month. You couldn't even say in the last week.
I did not
in
veto
the
the
last
trade.
years.
Did not veto it.
Dan, shut your mouth.
Okay.
We're not going to sit here and we're not going to play this little game.
We are not going to play this little game. I did not
vetoed
veto
the shit
it.
out of it.
No, I didn't.
And all right, I'm pulling up the evidence. I'm showing it to the camera.
Flip Juice damn seems like he vetoed with the mic lips.
I mean, me and Tom had a very deep discussion about it.
Are we going to discuss the matchups this week?
Is that what you want to discuss now?
What do you mean?
Who's playing?
Well, we got. You're losing.
Fuck you, Dan.
I'm losing. Tom's losing. Tyler's losing.
It's not a good week.
Austin could possibly get out of.
Well, there's the game going on now. I wonder if anything's happened in
Hey,
a
pull it up.
big play alert.
What's that mean? Big play alert.
Somebody scored for Kansas City at some point. I wonder whom. Travis Kelce.
Who has him? Jeremy?
Yeah. It's not looking good, my friends. Not looking good.
So we obviously have. I mean, first off, let's start with mine. I mean, we really look at this. 38 points from Derrick Henry. Get out of here, TJ. Matt Ryan, 30. The rest of the team absolutely garbage. But Aaron Rodgers did me dirty, so whatever. Looks like Nico's gonna beat Jeremy. Classic. Nate's gonna beat Tyler. I think Nate always beats Tyler. Rizzo crushing Mike.
Crushing is a hard word.
Steph. Wow, Steph is gonna get a win with 86 points.
That was TJ's prediction of the week. Now that one was actually a good prediction from TJ. That one nobody saw coming, and he was
What a
very
disaster here.
intense about it.
Epic disaster. Well, what are you gonna do?
What are you looking at?
Tyler or Tom's and Austin's.
What are you gonna do?
You really can't do anything. Fantasy, I'm just so tired of the luck that comes out of fantasy. It's just so ridiculous.
It's truly maddening.
It's just
Truly
when you have a
maddening.
championship, the fantasy gods are just more cruel to you than ever, and it is what it is. It'll be interesting to see if Tom can get if Austin can crush Tommy Moore. You got your battle with Rizzo.
It's not over. It's
not
still
over.
a lot of time.
You still got some time there, so you know. But fucking TJ getting 38 points from Derrick Henry. Get out of here with that. That is just one of those things I don't even get upset about because it's just so stupid.
What are you gonna do?
It's just ridiculous.
What are you gonna do? 'Cause I'm very at a loss of words from fantasy these last couple weeks.
Bad week from fantasy, and you know, and I'll
It
tell you
just
right now, I
hurts
don't know,
my
you know, talking about the politics of the league a little bit. There's like this little group that's been boiling up a little bit. This Jeremy Austin, Tyler, Schuylerville cronies, little alliance that they're building up. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Okay, but it's like, the reality is, Tyler ran his mouth in chat. If that Tyler Jeremy trade ever got vetoed from weeks ago,
it would have been the biggest tears cried you've ever seen.
They would have cried. They would have quit. They would have cried. They would have quit. They would have, we can't possibly do that. I don't want to be in the league if that's going to happen. It's ridiculous. Is it not?
It is what it is.
And then you got, let me tell you the little thing about it.
It starts at the top, Dan. You're building the case, but you're the one that started this as commissioner.
Let me break it down. And this is
a
hot take right here.
And then you get
this is a hot take. Jeremy, I don't know if Jeremy's like... Jeremy, let me
go into Jeremy.
Jeremy has had a couple years of bad fantasy luck. We all know that. Okay, am I wrong? He just can't seem to get there at the end.
Has he ever had good luck?
I think Jeremy has turned over to the dark side this season. First, we found out that he was trying to purposely go after me about make sure I don't get running backs. Then he was doing some shady garbage against Tom for some, I forget what it was, but we had news of that came flying through. Okay, and then he got this little trade that he's crying the blues about if it didn't go through, then it went through. He vetoed Tom's trade. And not only did he veto Tom's trade, he then reached out to Rizzo and tried to do a second trade with Rizzo for the same guy Tom was trying to do for Rizzo. It's just baffling.
It's a lot of grease.
Very, very. He might be one of the dirtiest players I think I've ever seen in fantasy this season. It's ridiculous. And then he walks around and cries foul that you and I and Tom and TJ are the worst players ever.
Maybe he'd finally learn to embrace the grease.
The dark side.
Well, when you have a commissioner that's soft and biased
whatever,
and
Mike.
childish,
I don't know what it is
people
you want to challenge me about the commissionership all of a sudden.
It's not me. It's me and Tom and a lot of others.
Nope.
I'm just the voice right now, but this movement's been coming from a lot of people. It's Nico for commissioner next year.
Yay! Definitely not happening.
Play the yee all you want, but
I'm definitely playing the yee all I want.
It's fucking coming, dog.
It's definitely not coming. But that's fantasy this week. A losing week. I'm sure Tyler and Austin will be going over fantasy after us at 7 o'clock on the No Look podcast. And Tyler can explain how he's going to be 1-4. And I'm sure Austin will have some shit talk on Tom.
Yeah, we still had to say that was the good part about Wetro and the Dream Team being disrespected like they were and canceled. We didn't have to address the law.
But
and we may not. We might just pick up with this week when we get back to it.
Ken, before we close out tonight here, can we discuss... Are you going to buy Moe's after this? Because I'm starving.
You just stabbed me in the back when you bought Tom a Red Bull and didn't buy me.
It's $4 over
I was legitimately thinking that's about a whole burrito.
It's $4.
That's about a whole burrito.
First off, I bought in your last 5 Red Bulls.
You have not.
Fucking silver edition, the coconut style. Hey, don't give me that. I
was outside smoking my cigarette, legitimately thinking maybe I will buy, but after that behavior... Not happening. You will be buying the Moe's.
I will not. I will deliberately go over buy Moe's and not buy Moe's.
I will just leave if you do that.
Okay. There's a growing men's relationship here of buying the food every other time.
And you spit on that when you went over.
No, I did not. I bought McDonald's the last time.
You know I'd want a Red Bull.
The last time we went to Moe's.
You knew I would want a Red Bull.
Not really. Tom
specifically
called. We had 3 minutes left on the countdown.
You're like, I don't feel like buying Mike a Red Bull.
I'm not buying Red Bulls from that place anymore. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, $4.25.
They give you
for a 12 ounce.
They give you a lot of energy.
I can go over to the Jolly or whatever that place calls themselves over there across the road, and I can buy 2 of the 12 ounce for $5.
It's liquid gold, Dan.
It's ridiculous.
It's priced accordingly.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go buy a Red Bull cooler, and we're gonna sell Red Bull out of here out of spite.
Spite?
Spite. And we'll sell them for the normal price of $2.50.
I would do that.
But you would have to buy, and you wouldn't be taking Red Bulls out of the cooler.
Oh, I'd be taking
Red Bulls. You would not. Red Bulls are expensive, Mike.
I'd be taking
them
out.
There's very little markup in Red Bulls.
Like wild.
You would be paying for all the Red Bulls that we have in the cooler.
I wouldn't be paying for any Red Bulls.
I wouldn't not have Monster anymore. I think Monsters has too many flavors.
Time has passed.
It's just. However, though, Bang Energies are pretty cool.
I still haven't really. I might have tried the original one. It wasn't bad.
They have creatine in them though.
Creatine?
What's it called?
I didn't know they have that. Creatine?
Yeah, creatine.
They're for working out?
I guess. I heard they're in it.
Just drink that for no reason.
Look it up. I think it's in it. I'm pretty sure Bang Energy has that in it.
That'd be pretty absurd.
Or maybe there's one flavor that has it. But I'm pretty sure that has it in all its flavors. Is it?
They make one. I'm not sure if it's all of them though. I guess they do.
Is it really?
Yeah, it was some. Not a lot, but
We could look at adding that.
I guess if you were to break down any energy drink, then you'd probably not like all the ingredients.
What's the other one? The G Fuel. That's the big gaming one.
Mountain Dew. Those are good.
Maybe look at getting some of those.
It's Red Bull, Dan. I won't argue this until you've tried all the energy drinks.
I haven't, nor do I want
There's a reason
to.
why the 8 ounce is just enough because its power is
Really?
unbridled.
You guys want the 12 ounce all the time?
I'm fine with the 8 ounce. Tommy likes the 12 ounce. That's a little absurd.
Back to the bigger question: are you buying Moe's tonight?
I'm not
'Cause
buying
I'm starving.
Moe's. You are buying Moe's.
It is
Or we'll
well
both
worth
buy
the
our
time.
own after that Red Bull incident.
Nope.
Very absurd.
Nope.
I guess this agreement is null and void going forward.
That is
after
absolutely
you stabbed me in the
ridiculous.
back.
Tom called and demanded a Red Bull.
We're about to go live. We're about to do this program.
I took a 5
You
out of
didn't
the
think I'd
register,
want a
ran
little
over,
energy for
and
that?
I had to pay $4 for a 12 ounce.
It's not.
If it was $2.50, I would have bought you one.
I wanted an 8 ounce. I told you I got 8 ounce the other day for $3.
That's ridiculous. There should be $2.25.
That's the energy that I need.
Anything else to go over?
Are you buying Moe's?
I am not buying Moe's. I am
guess-
starving. We have painting to do. We gotta go. To
I'm
the
not painting unless somebody gets me Moe's.
yourself. You're buying yourself Moe's.
I'm not doing a lick of painting unless somebody buys me Moe's.
By the way, some new pops we got before we head out. We got Johnny Silverhand,
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves
From Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk 2077. The ninja pop that Mike keeps turning upside down, sticking in the freezer. What else did you do with him?
I punted him on the last one, on that little announcement one. Can I do it again?
No. And then we have some of the holiday ones in stock. Harry Potter Holiday, DC Universe Holiday Pops. And of course, we sold one of the LeBron James Pops. Much to my what are you doing? Why are you trying to break them?
I was tossing them to you.
No, you didn't. You purposely tossed it so it would smack off or something. It's ridiculous. You did that on purpose.
I was handing them to you so you could show
You
them to
and
the
Dave
camera.
and your hatred for Ninja is getting a little absurd.
I just don't think that a pop for him is necessary. That's a little absurd.
Funko disagrees
You
with
think that he's along the same lines of, like, Spider-Man and fucking Black Panther? He deserves to have a little
Do
memorialized
you think he's
statue.
bigger than people like Aaron Rodgers?
No. He's
People
not
bigger
even made
like-
anywhere near the amount of money that
How about all the
Rodgers made.
TV shows?
Or maybe he has. I can't say that with confidence. TV shows? Some people don't even know what Twitch is.
Huh?
So he's not that big.
Hey, if we go over there and look at the list of all the pops over there, there's definitely some that are far more not worthy of a pop than Ninja.
I bet if I were to pick a random person of middle age out in the small that wasn't a child, I said, do you know who Ninja from Twitch is? They would say, no.
I bet you 7 out of 10 people that walk in here know who Ninja is.
7 out of 10. We'll have to
7?
do that.
7
I would take those
out
odds.
of 10.
I would say 3 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Did you hear what I said?
I heard you. I would be 3 out of 10 would know who he is.
I bet you 7 out of 10 know who Ninja is as they walk into the store.
3. And that's generous. No one cares about that blue-haired freak.
I agree. In popularity, it definitely calmed down, but you and Dave just hate on him.
I don't hate on
you
him.
sticking him in the refrigerator is completely unacceptable.
He has a place in the gaming community. As long as he knows it, then that's fine. And I just, like I said, though, that specific hate comes from that he has a pop figure. I think that's strange.
I don't.
I think that's wildly weird.
He swept the tech industry with Fortnite and Twitch at the same time.
What?
You heard what I
What
said.
did you just say?
What?
What did you say?
What do you mean?
What did you say he did?
He swept the tech industry with Fortnite and Twitch.
He swept the tech industry.
Yeah, he no. You telling me that Ninja?
Don't hold him up at me. I'm gonna smack it.
You telling me Ninja didn't get Twitch going to what it is now?
It was going long before him, and it'll go
Really?
long after he's
Really?
gone. What he did is he grew along
You
with
can hate on
Fortnite's
Ninja all
popularity.
you want. I'm not saying he's the great person.
He was the
but
best
he's
Fortnite
definitely-
player when Fortnite was growing up, and then he played with Drake, so he's got a... That's
He
where all his
definitely
popularity
set the
came.
bar for people like Tim the Tab Man and Dr. Lupo and Nick
Drake
Merckx and all
rubbed a
these
little
other
bit
people.
of his magic ball sack powder on Ninja, and now Ninja's famous from Drake's ball sack powder.
That's a little extreme.
His glorious ball sack powder.
But the reality is, hey, I get it. If people want to hate and shit on Ninja, that's fine.
He's a very
but you
good
can't
Fortnite
say
player.
he wasn't
He's an
influential
extremely
to Twitch.
skilled Fortnite player.
He basically made Fortnite what it is.
I think his target audience is children now.
I agree. And I think it's been declining.
And you enjoy watching him, so are you childish?
What?
You said his target audience is
I
children.
think he has a relatively
you
good
agree.
stream. I think sometimes. Sometimes. I sit and I look at other
He hasn't played
streamers
a
and I
game
think
that
that
he's
they're trying to
emotional
copy
about.
what he's doing.
He doesn't love his stream anymore. He has to find a game he loves
I
to
agree.
play.
I don't think he enjoys doing it.
No.
I honestly believe I don't think he enjoys streaming anymore. Which he said he doesn't want to stream forever.
I saw him when
I think he has a good personality. I think his personality would be great on TV somewhere.
We started popping him on in the store over in Northway Plaza when he had like 2,000 viewers because we were intrigued with Fortnite. And that's pretty much what everyone started doing when they started watching.
True.
I've seen him grow, and then I've seen his attitude decline sharply.
Um,
Got a lot of chit chat going.
DAM Ninja equals a tool. Saturday I'll conduct the study. Flip Juice puts he's been forgotten, to be honest, no salt, just facts. DAM a place, the fridge. Flip Juice laughing out loud, true, perfect. Even Dan agrees we can shit on Twitch and Ninja. I just think that I think his popularity is way down. I don't think he wants to, but the argument that like he's not.
He's a
I think
icon in gaming, and
I think
anyone
he's a pioneer for streaming. He's a
anyone
pioneer
that
for
sees him will
Twitch.
agree. Even when he was fighting with that one XQC guy, he said it. He's like, oh, he's definitely an icon in gaming, but.
And I think 7 out of 10 people know who Ninja is if they were to walk in here.
That's where you're getting yourself in trouble. With
Not
that.
really.
There's in no way 7 out of 10
I would
people.
love to see that study conducted.
We shall. We'll have a
Anything to
picture
add?
of him. We'll have a picture of him and a yes and no thing.
Do you know who this is? That's what happens when you bail on your audience for a bit. Yeah, he did. First
That
off, he
was
went to Mixer. As much as he got a good
that was
paycheck out of
probably
Mixer,
his biggest
like,
death. Yeah.
I think he just lost. But then again,
He
are you
lost
really
the
going to say
people,
no to
but his-
50 million? I
I
mean,
say he lost the people, but his wallet definitely isn't.
yeah,
strong.
I mean, let me put it this way. Okay, if you're a Ninja, would you say no to 50 million going to Mixer? Come on. No. No, yeah, I'm sorry. You
Mixer
can't
was
sit
pretty
here,
lame.
You can't
It
sit
was
here and
pretty
tell
lame.
me you wouldn't have done that. I don't believe it.
I would have to see how much he was making from Twitch first.
Any
Was he making
streamer that
nothing
would
from
walk
Twitch?
in here and tell me
I'm sure he
they
had
wouldn't go to Mixer for $50 million, I would tell them to take a hike.
I'm sure he had some
'Cause I just don't think
pretty
that's at all
generous
accurate.
offer from Twitch going first. It's not like he wasn't making money.
That said, I think him going to Mixer, people just don't want to go. Mixer was
Likely, if I were Ninja, I would have put it up and I would have said, here's what Mixer's offering me to Twitch. And if they at least were somewhat close,
just. You don't think he did that?
I would have
think
gave
he
him
offered
the
that to
definite hometown discount.
I definitely think he offered that to Twitch, and I think Twitch probably said no. Rightfully so. Twitch, if I was Twitch, I would say no as well to 50 million.
They do shit on that most.
Mixer was owned by Microsoft Okay, I mean, even though Twitch is owned by Amazon, it's owned by Microsoft, they were gonna give him $50 million. He did it, and they tried to bake. As they should. I think it's a great strategy to try to build Mixer off of bringing Ninja on. I just don't think Mixer did what they did, and I don't think Ninja brought as much as he was
Mixer
going
just
to.
sucks balls.
It's difficult to get on there. It was difficult to get on there and watch anything on Mixer. It wasn't easy. It was just a pain in the ass. It's much easier to go on Twitch. That said, I'm sorry. I think anyone is lying to themselves. If they were to come in here and say I wouldn't go to Mixer for $50 million. That's bullshit.
Yeah, the average person
Anyone
that's
would
not
have.
making any money, you say it like that, but he definitely had a lot of options ahead of him other than Mixer, and that was a poor decision going to Mixer.
Twitch is stable. Twitch is stable, which is why Twitch probably said no to the $50 million.
And they should.
We don't need you.
Yeah.
We are owned by Amazon. We have more money than God, and we're fine.
Wow.
Really, Amazon? I mean,
More money than God.
well, let's be okay. But the reality is, I think it's Twitch did the right thing by not giving it, and I think Ninja did the right thing by taking the $50 million and going. It didn't work. Hey, Mixer went out of business.
I'd say he still gets the money.
Ninja got it $50 million. Guess what? He back on Twitch.
I'd say ultimately it played out well, but he still lost a lot of his customer and watching base from doing it.
Indeed.
But time will tell if he builds it back up.
We got anything else to go
Not
over?
with playing Fortnite though, that's for sure.
Anything else? Alright, we gotta head out. Mike and I are starving. We got some more painting to do at the new store. Check out our Instagram and our Facebook page for updates on our location change and what's going on over there. We are not done here for tonight. Make sure you check out No Look Podcast coming up in less than an hour right here on Insane Games TV. Help us out, give us a follow, subscribe to the channel. That always helps us out even more. But of course, if not, help us out with a good old follow. Make sure you check out Monday Night Gaming tonight with Austin as well. And of course, we're right back at it again tomorrow with OC5, Nerd Glasses, The Citadel, and all the shows throughout the rest of the week. So make sure you check us out. Mike and I signing out. Behind the Counter, another edition. We'll be back here next Monday. And in the meantime, have a great week. Hope to see you next week. Adios.